Didn't take a broad enough view of our responsibility, and that was a big mistake.
Zuckerberg attends court to defend his company. More on what you can do with your security settings to keep yourself safe.
Washington County gets a new sheriff's deputy in town. We'll tell you what kid received this special honor.
Some students consider this weekend the best week of the school year. I'm live with how UAPD is handling roping. UATV starts right now.
Welcome to UATV. I'm Delaney Majors.
And I'm Lauren Jackson. Thanks for joining us. The CEO of Facebook speaks before a joint Senate committee to defend his company. Mark Zuckerberg's appearance on Capitol Hill comes after an outside company, Cambridge Analytica, improperly used the personal data of over 87 million Facebook users during the 2016 presidential election. Before the committee, Zuckerberg took responsibility for his actions of Facebook.
We didn't take a broad enough view of our responsibility, and that was a big mistake. And it was my mistake, and I'm sorry. I started Facebook, I run it, and I'm responsible for what happens here.
Users with accounts harvested by the outside company will receive notifications on their Facebook newsfeed. Users can also search the term Cambridge Analytica in the Quick Help section on Facebook to check the status of their personal data.
The newest Washington deputy sheriff may be the youngest yet. The officers paid 4-year-old Matthew Guess a visit Sunday to award him on his bravery after suffering from a dog attack. Reports say 2 pit bulls attacked the boy at the neighbor's home. Guess remains at Arkansas Children's Hospital in Little Rock for further treatment.
A local school superintendent goes on leave due to a sexual harassment investigation. A district employee accused Fayetteville Public Schools Superintendent Matthew Wendt of making unwanted sexual advances. For now, the associate superintendent will fill in for Wendt as the district continues its investigation.
Homelessness affects more than double the amount of people it did 10 years ago, and locally 2 of every 5 homeless people are veterans. Aubrey Tucker is live with how one local shelter reaches out.
Thanks, Delaney. I'm here at the Seven Hills Day Center, where they have specific programs to combat homelessness in veterans.
James Morgan is one of the veterans that Seven Hills is working to find stable housing.
Live in a tent and hope for the best, you know. They're trying to get me housing today, and it's going to be next week, I hope. That would be great.
He says this is his 3rd or 4th year without a home. Morgan served in the Marine Corps for 3 years as a small arms repairman. Morgan meets the requirements of having served in the military, maintaining a low income, and being homeless or at risk of homelessness. Catherine Kruger is the director of the Seven Hills Veteran Program. She says people often don't realize the challenges that come with transitioning from active duty back to a civilian lifestyle. Morgan says it's a little easier to be homeless with the help of Seven Hills.
Being a veteran opens some doors. Not all of them, but it opens some. Makes it a little bit easier than if you're not a veteran.
Kruger says success looks different for every person they help.
Success just means that someone is housed and stable and feeling like they're flourishing in their community, whatever that looks like for them.
Morgan, even though going through a tough time in his life, had nothing but positive things to say to me throughout the entire interview. Reporting for UATV, I'm Aubrey Tucker.
Thank you, Aubrey. If you would like to help the cause, Seven Hill accepts donations at the Day Center.
Fayetteville becomes a little more diverse. The Clinton House Museum becomes the first to join the travel community for LGBTQ. The International Gay and Lesbian Travel Association provides free travel resources for the LGBTQ community. The organization's members promote LGBTQ-friendly accommodations, transportation, travel agents, and media in over 75 countries.
In other community news, the city of Fayetteville gears up for Earth Day. To honor the celebration, the University RSO Recyclebacks joins the Fayetteville High School students for a citywide trail and stream cleanup day. The event takes place Saturday, April 21st and features Mayor Lionel Jordan as the keynote speaker. UAPD investigates an altercation on campus Sunday night. Officers responded to a complaint at the Kappa Alpha fraternity house that they later deemed as third-degree battery. Today, U of A Associate Athletic Director Kevin Trainer released a statement saying, quote, "The University of Arkansas Department of Intercollegiate Athletics has been made aware of an incident occurring this past weekend at an event. The event was attended by University of Arkansas students, including members of the football team," end quote. UAPD Captain Gary Crane says no arrests have been made.
You may notice fraternities on campus building structures around their houses this week, but why? The only answer could be Row Week, and our very own UATV reporter Madison McClung is live to tell us more about this event. Madison?
That's right, Lauren. I am standing outside in front of Kappa Sigma, which is one of the fraternities that was outside today building structures in order to get ready for Row this weekend.
The week-long celebration for Greek life brings fun for students and an easy atmosphere for a dangerous situation to arise. UAPD officers are required.
University of Arkansas fraternities are working day and night to make Row 2018 the best yet. Row Week is an annual event that is hosted by the U of A fraternities where they bring a wide variety of musical guests to perform for students on campus. I spoke to a few students who say they can't wait for Row.
It's coming that you are so excited about.
I say Young Dolph, Gucci Man, and A Boogie.
Yeah, I say A Boogie, that's me, yeah.
Which rows do you plan to attend this weekend?
I'm definitely gonna try and go to Pikes. I haven't gotten a wristband for it. I just really like the artists that they got. And then I always go to Phi Delta SAEs, Kappa 6, and Sigma Chi.
Planning to attend Row this weekend?
I'm actually trying to go to the Phi Delta one. I'm still working on getting one of the bands.
These wristbands are what are the access to get into the fraternity houses. Those students will have to wait until Friday and Saturday night to see the finishing frat houses and the performers they will be hosting.
Now, I do know all fraternities have gotten their Row wristbands in, so remember, in order to get a wristband, you have to get that from a member of one of the fraternities, and I would probably get it fast. Reporting live for UATV News, I'm Madison McClung.
The music festivities start this weekend and Sunday night.
And all of this excitement makes Row Week one of the most anticipated events of the year for some students. But do UAPD and campus security officers feel the same way?
UATV's Katie Davila is live on campus with how the U of A prepares to keep students safe.
Thanks, guys. I'm live on Dixon Street, whereas Madison just told us some of these fraternities here behind me will be joining some of their fellow U of A students for the biggest Greek life function of the year. But with an event this size comes a lot of risk.
The week-long celebration for Greek life brings fun for students and an easy atmosphere for a dangerous situation to arise. UAPD officers are required to be at all Row events, but their presence has caused a misconception.
It's no different than actually patrol. We're looking for anything that's out of the ordinary or anything that attracts our attention, any hazardous situations, violation of law, anything like that.
Row parties, I think, is also a good way for us to mingle with the fraternities and get to know all of the students and everything, and it's something that we love to do. It's fun for us. We're not out here to ruin everybody's good time. We're just there to make sure everybody's safe.
Fraternity members help UAPD by implementing their own safety measures. Fences are used to allow only one entrance and exit point at the event. IDs are checked at the door, and students are only allowed in if they have a fraternity-issued wristband. To decrease the amount of underage drinking, no alcohol is permitted inside the concert unless it is bought from one of the registered vendors hired by the fraternity. While many students will pregame the events, it's important to know the risk and possible consequences of excessive day drinking.
Let's say that someone shows up at the entry point and they're obviously intoxicated, then they're not allowed admittance. They will be offered the opportunity if someone's sober to take them home that they can leave, but if they don't have anybody to take care of them, then they're going to be arrested.
To stay safe while day drinking, officers recommend drinking plenty of water leading up to the weekend's events, pacing yourself throughout the day, and designating a friend to help if needed.
Now, after speaking with fraternity members here on campus this morning, they told me that while they want this to be a week of fun, they will be ensuring everyone's safety. Reporting live for UATV, I'm Katie Davila.
Thank you, Katie. While temperatures for Row this year will be lower than usual, day drinking can still lead to major dehydration and an inability to know this when you've had too much. wants you to make the city your canvas. Find out how your art can be on display around town.
Long DMV lines can now be avoided. I'll be live with more on how to dodge a trip to the DMV.
Welcome back to UATV. I'm Ben Gladowski. To help you skip the trip to the DMV or to the Revenue Office, the state of Arkansas now offers online services. UATV's Brabinda Alvarez is live to tell us which services can be found just a few clicks away. Brabinda?
Thank you, Ben. I'm live at the Fayetteville Revenue Office, where it will soon be expected to be less crowded along with the other Arkansas Revenue offices. Forget about the days where you had to grab a number and sit down for hours only to realize you forgot to bring one of the many documents you need to renew your license or register your car. Some of the services that will help you reduce your wait or not require you to show up at all. You can log into www.mydmv.arkansas.gov and save yourself the trip. From the comfort of your own home, you can now access changing your home address, entering medical information, printing duplicate car registrations, or duplicate ID or driver's license. In 3 days or less, your card shall get there. Some students say that they will appreciate this service.
I was trying to get another license. I lost my old one, and it's way too long, so I didn't want to wait today.
Kason told me he was going to go home and try out this service because he does not like wasting his time at the DMV. If you are interested in getting a new card, you can try and get a duplicate like this, but this offer will not be offered online as the enhanced driver's license are new. Reporting live for UATV, I'm Brabinda Alvarez.
Thanks, Brabinda. DMV workers suggest looking for options online first to save you some time. Well, in some less bureaucratic news, the city now accepts proposals for its utility box art program. The Keep Fayetteville Beautiful Committee encourages local artists to apply. They say proposals should relate to themes of recycling, abstract art, Fayetteville history, and nature. Submissions close this Friday. Well, that brings us to a close today. For your community news, I'm Ben Gladowski.
Take a trip without stepping a foot off campus. See how you can experience the culture of another country in your own backyard.
Your late night sugar cravings might go unanswered. Find out which sweet treat store closed its doors. Raising Cane starts a nationwide campaign involving lemonade.
Every time you purchase they will donate $1 to Lemonade Day.
This organization teaches young people how to start, own, and operate their own business.
Students will learn responsibility, financial literacy, goal setting, and teamwork. This campaign goes until 12 tonight.
One place you can't get food from anymore, though, in Fayetteville is Dunkin' Donuts.
The Dunkin' Donuts location off MLK closed its doors this week.
The donut store posted signs over the weekend announcing its close.
But don't worry just yet, 2 Dunkin' Donuts locations remain open in the Springdale area. The Panamanian Student Organization wants students to get a taste of Panama. This Culture Fest will honor the countryside of Panama. Activities will include a mechanical bull, grinding corn, making empanadas, and performances. The event will take place Thursday at the Union Mall at 6 in the evening.
6 cities in the SEC made a national list. Find out where Fayetteville ranks next in sports.
One Pro Hog makes it into postseason play. Find out who will fight for an NBA title, all coming up in sports.
Welcome back, sports fans. Well, riding a 5-game winning streak, Arkansas baseball is looking to stay hot as they are taking on Grambling State as we speak in North Little Rock. The Hogs are down 1-0 in the bottom of the 3rd inning. This is the 9th year Arkansas has played a game in North Little Rock at the home of the AA affiliate Arkansas Travelers. Ranking 3rd in the country, the Razorbacks sit 24-9 overall and 8-4 in the SEC play. Well, here we are again, my friends, about to discuss who might be the starting quarterback for Chad Morris's new team. Will it be Cole Kelly, Ty Story, or perhaps a newbie who isn't even on campus yet? Both Kelly and Story finished with nearly identical stats in the spring game, but on the sideline were 2018 quarterback signees Connor Noland and John Stephen Jones. Noland announced yesterday he will play football and baseball at Arkansas next year and dismiss the MLB draft. The Greenwood native says he wants to do everything he can for the state of Arkansas, the University of Arkansas, and Razorback fans. And Jones, who is following his family legacy by heading to Arkansas after leading his 6A high school to 2 state titles. After the first scrimmage, the impression is Morris wants a fast offense, so I don't think he'll be too afraid to start a true freshman. U.S. News World Report ranked Fayetteville as the best city to live in the SEC. Northwest Arkansas's top 5 overall ranking places the U of A at number 1 in the SEC and number 2 among all Power 5 conference institutions for the 3rd straight year. This comes from the city's affordable housing costs, mild winters, short commute times, and low unemployment. Including Fayetteville, only 6 of the 14 SEC cities made the list. Further down is Nashville, Lexington, Columbia, Knoxville, and Baton Rouge. Headed to the court, there are just a few games left within the NBA regular season, and it looks like there will only be one Razorback headed into the playoffs. Little Rock native Joe Johnson and the Houston Rockets took the number 1 seed in the West. The 6'7" swingman signed with the Rockets back in February. The 36-year-old has only produced one 20-point game, but averages 20 minutes on the court. Johnson is posting around 7 points and 3 rebounds in the 52 games he's played this season. Well, the PGA Tour Zurich Classic in New Orleans is about to get a little louder. Attempting to revolutionize professional golf, officials will be hyping up some of the world's best athletes like baseball does, with a hand-picked walk-up song. The first tee at the TPC of Louisiana will be booming with rock anthems and low rumble of country music ballads as some of the tour's top golfers will compete for money for more than $2 million. I bet we can all guess who claims the song Eye of the Tiger. Sadly, that's all the time I have with you today, but head over to the Razorback Game Day app for a live radio stream of the baseball game. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Macy Vincent. I believe that
money also flows in for local artists. A new pilot program called Artist 360 looks to connect local artists with grants and professional development. The programs provide more than $400,000 to 60 artists over the course of 3 years. This year, the program looks to select 20 artists.
And the tunes don't stop there. The University RSO music performance producers and professionals will host a music business workshop.
Students should get documentation of their music.
2 local entrepreneurs in the industry. MP3 encourages all majors to attend the workshop, which takes place this Thursday from 5 to 8 in the music building.
Alrighty, well, one late night host tells the story about his son's unusual birth.
Seth Meyers told his audience his family welcomed his newborn son into the world in their apartment lobby.
Myers said their nanny assured them that they would make it to the hospital on time, but that wasn't necessarily the case.
They named the child after his wife's grandparents, Axel Strahl.
Wow, what a crazy story.
Yeah, Delaney, did you see Seth Meyers when you went to New York?
You know, I didn't see Seth Meyers, but I did go see Jimmy Fallon. Saw him live, him and Blake Shelton. I was on the first floor, you know.
So you got a few laughs in.
Oh, yeah, you know. All right, well, that will do it for us tonight on UATV. I am Delaney Majors.
And I'm Lauren Jackson. You can follow us on all social media at UATV News. Have a good night.